Hey guys, RexHeart here with another Awaken Chaos Era video. Today I'm going to show you my thought process and what to do once you start progressing into hell stages. So let's say you've been farming stage 12 for quite a while and you want to move into hell stages and you're not entirely sure how. I'm going to tell you how and show you. Let's go. So most of you guys are probably just running a easy team to push into like doing stage 12 right now. That's reasonably fast. Now obviously what we're going to use is in hell stages we now have elite champions. You know, these big dudes. Does it show us what they're called? I don't think it tells us. Tide Guard, I guess it's the same as the minion dude. Anyway, they do a big AoE thing and kills your team by second round. If they don't kill it, you know. So first of all, I'm going to run a poison team, but basically what I'm going to do is gear up a Zatlux, and I'm going to use a Vera here to help my Zatlux progress into the waves. We are running the heal over time and mercy shield. Now obviously since we're using two nukers we could do the defense down and the heal over time spell, but I'm just going to leave the mercy shield because I may overgear them to just show you my progression point. Now obviously if you don't have Vera you don't need to use her. You could use any other champions, so Nathalia, anyone really that could help you. Hydricia, I'm trying to think who else. You could even use Hakron, right, to help you progress. So the way this works, oddly enough, is basically you got to do a DPS check, right? So if your Zatlux is strong enough to do stage 12, you should be decently strong. He may need some more gear, may not need more gear, but I'm just going to run Vera and Zatlux here just to try and show you my thought process that goes between the teams or the champions. So first of all, Vera is not geared very well. Very important. What we need to do is make sure she is crit capped and a reasonably speed. So what we're going to do is just crit rate, crit damage, speed boots her. So we do need to make sure she's crit capped. She has extraordinarily low crit damage currently. So she's at 3.8k attack, 176 speed, 100 crit rate, 222 crit damage. We're not too worried by that. Now, we are running Gangalo Santas with this. This is just to show you the thought process of killing the elites. So Zatlux is basically naked. Not a big deal. He is very easy to gear. So first of all what we're going to do is go for a crit rate. What we're going to do actually, yeah, we'll go with the weapon. Crit rate and crit damage weapon. So this is the best weapon I have for crit rate and crit damage currently, with some speed on it. So we do need to keep on note that we have to be above 1. This is based on 14. I don't know what it is for 13, but 138 speed is the same as the elite speed for 14. So I'm not too sure on the speed on this dungeon. So he's already running a crit damage and attack percent helmet. Okay, so now we need to do a crit rate, crit damage piece. So we got a decent piece here. We have some better pieces that we could quite possibly use. Now we could also switch to attack percent because we only need. We have that's a decent piece right there. Crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent. There we go. We have a perfect piece. It is on Gubeg, so we are going to remove that from Gubeg. Now he's at 70% crit rate. Let me hide myself. Actually, I could move myself to the other side so you can see. Here we go. So he's currently sitting out almost 4k attack, 70 crit rate, 231 crit damage. Now that is more than enough to be able to probably start progressing. But however, we are going to go for a crit damage ring and just attack percent. Here we go, Nathalia's got a piece already. So that does crit rate him and increase his attack. Next we're going to go for an attack amulet with some crit damage if possible. There we go, we have an attack amulet with 3 rolls in crit damage and 2 in flat attack there. Kinda sucks. That's okay. That is okay. What is his boots? So his boots are kinda garbage. Let's have a look, see if we have some better boots. Attack, crit rates, crit damage. We may or may not. So currently we have a Raider set on him. So let's see if we have anything better. Okay, there's that. William's using those, surprisingly. So that doesn't change much. It does give us quite a bit of a crit rate. Okay. Okay, that's not too shabby either. Alright, let's take this one off William. So now we have a 17% crit rate. As you can see here, we have 17 extra crit rate. So first of all, we're going to do click change and remove those pieces of everyone. Okay, so now we need to look at the gear. We can sacrifice 17 crit rate somewhere. So first of all, we're going to go back to the weapon because we have, that's the one that's got the most crit rate currently. So now we're looking for attack percent, crit damage, and ideally if we can snag one with some crit rate on it, that would be great. So by doing so, we just need to substitute 5 crit rate somewhere. So we need one that has 5 crit rate in any piece. This one would be good. This has attack, crit rate, and crit damage in it. So we gain. So then we have 13% extra crit rate that we can remove or substitute somewhere. So that works out. We could try and find a better chest piece. Okay, so now we need to go for attack percent and crit damage piece. Do we have one? See, this would have been really good as this rolled into crit damage. Attack percent. Let's see if I can have any pieces that I could probably roll up real quick. So attack. See, we could try this one. I don't know if I have enough gear to roll. Let's just push it straight to 9, I guess. No harm in trying. Attack and crit damage preferably. Perfect. That's what we want. Let's push this to 12. Let's go. Attack percent again, please. I went into flat attack. I'm not upset with that. Not at all. Let's see if I can somehow magically push this to 15, just to see what it rolls. Damn, we have quite a bit of pieces here. Any garbage pieces? Look at that. Could sub that piece in. The 12. There we go. We'll just do that. Okay. It rolled into attack percent. I'm completely fine with that. So now, that is how you kind of got to aim to gear someone right now. My Zatlux is crazy strong right now. He doesn't need to be this strong. He's at 5.2k attack, 134 speed, so that speed is going to become an issue. So now we need to work on how to get 4 speed somehow. 73 crit rate, 333 crit damage. So we need to make some speed. Now, how do we do that? So we got a speed there. So we need to either find a different amulet here or a different ring, ideally. So we're going to go for attack percent. So we don't need any crit rate. So what we need to do is go crit damage and preferably a speed piece. Do we have one? We do have one with crit rate and a speed. So we lose 90 attack by swapping this piece out. We gain 10 crit rate and we lose 5 crit damage. Now, is there any other piece that we could possibly sub out? Okay, so we do have 2 potential pieces here. We could roll this crit damage with a flat attack and speed. The flat attack, even if it rolls into a flat attack, I wouldn't be super upset with it. I sadly do not have a crazy amount of resources. But we're going to push it to 9 straight away. I don't recommend doing this at all. And it rolled triple speeds. That was not what I was expecting, to be honest with you guys. Let's roll this other one up. We'll go straight to 3. Crit damage or speed is the ones that we're after. It goes into health. Not entirely upset with that. It is fine. We're going to sacrifice some pieces here, just because we do not need them. We're going to push this one to 12 because we might as well. So crit damage and speed, nice, that is perfect. So now we're at 141 speeds. Now obviously we can enchant this piece to plus 15 and that will give us a little bit of extra attack, but we are losing 230 crit attack there. But we're now above speed, so that's what we want to do. Obviously we could tweak it a little bit more. Push this to 15, this will give us some more attack. Actually, let me see if I can push it real quick. So I do have some garbage pieces that I know that I have rolled. Yeah. So we can push it to 15. Okay. Let's do that. I'm probably overcapped anyway, but it doesn't matter. And it rolls into health. That is fine. That is fine. Did it change much? It did. It put him to 5.1k attack, 73 crit rate, 325 crit damage. Now obviously he's a little bit too strong. He can kill the waves by himself currently where he stands. But my thought process is we need to do Evera. She needs to be faster than Zatlux, because what she's going to do, her pure job is to lower the minions at the start, the weak ones, right, for Zatlux to come in and kill them. That way he gets a kill reset and he should attack one of the big dudes here. So let's see if we can recreate it. Now he might just kill them all because of how strong he is, but if anything we'll make him a little bit weaker. So Ivera's going to come in. She's not supposed to kill the small dudes, which is what she didn't do, which is perfect. That's what we want. Zatlux is going to come in, kill the little dudes, and he just annihilated the big elites. But if your Zatlux is not as strong, so we might actually have to nerf him because he's a bit strong to do stage 13. But how Evera is built currently is perfect. So he can kill the elites just fine. He didn't kill it there, which is okay. We took 1 damage, but now we need to kill the elite. Evera should kill it for us. Nicely done. Now we are going to be focusing the queen. I should probably take Santis and Gangalo of ultimates. So what we're going to do, we're going to use the same team and try and do 14, because that will be a little bit harder than 13. But that is the thought process that you do need to, when you are trying to re-gear them, is you just need to play around with gear. Even if they are on a different champion, if you can take them off someone that you currently have or are using in somewhere else, and you can focus on the one dungeon, focusing on the one dungeon and pushing to the hell stages will benefit your account so much more than you trying to spread gear and roll new gear all the time. Because once you get a stage Health Stage 2 going, you're guaranteed those 6-star pieces. You're guaranteed to get them. It's just going to amp your account dramatically. Now, you'll obviously push to the point. Now, what I have done personally, once I have reached Hell 2, I banish every single blue piece that I ever get from the dungeon. Now, obviously, you don't have to. You can keep them, but by keeping blues, you are also limiting your progression. So just be aware of that. I personally just keep purples and legendaries because having 3 to 4 stats is better to have than not knowing what the blue piece could roll. But don't get me wrong, I still have some great blue pieces that I still use today. But this is the part where you need to start banishing anything that's 5-star or lower. Doesn't matter if it's legendary. This is the part where you may start banishing your 6-star blue pieces and just focusing on the purple, because you get so many of them. Okay, so same scenario here is we're going to see if Vera can do enough damage for Zatlux to kill the waves here. Now what we could do obviously is probably nerf him a little bit because he is quite strong. If we nerf him, we're going to lose some crit rate. See, I could probably remove the chest piece here. Yeah, so if I remove that chest piece, we will lose a little bit of damage. It's not going to be a dramatic change. Now, be aware, you may have a stronger Zatlux than me, or you may be very close. You might not have the crit damage. Now, this is a little bit excessive. This is probably more for a team for the poison explosion. Obviously, you can get more stats, especially with the elemental power now from the 3v3. So we're going to try again. So we're running with Vera. What we needed to do is do enough damage that Zatlux can come in and kill the little minions, so we get the kills. So this time we have Gangelo and Sansa's ultimates on, so they won't do any extra AoE damage. You could also have the defense down here, so they're quite weak now. So if we look at the minion here, down to 4.2k attack, you can easily kill this with a Zatlux, and then the lowest health one is 27,000 health. So ideally, even if you can't kill this big dude, this is what you want. So this is how it's supposed to play out in 13. So the poison's going to go. We're going to throw some more attacks there. Now, we do not want Evera to kill it, because that will throw things off. Because we needed Zatlux to kill it to get the attack up buff. So this is unfortunately a loss. So that's either because Zatlux is too strong, or Evera is too weak, or too strong. It's either way, right? It's one or the other. So now Gangelo and Santis were able to complete that for us, but we will not be able to proceed because the elite next turn will wipe us out. So what we need to do here is either make Evera a bit stronger, or we nerf Zatlux. But in this case, I am going to make Evera stronger. So she is not in the greatest gear. She is very weak. Okay, so we can obviously substitute this. We can pivot her over into an Avarice set. That would increase her damage dramatically. So what we're going to do here is put her in some Avarice. So we do have some Avarice built up already. As I mentioned before, I do have a really good blue piece, which I'm going to be using. And we're going to do a crit rate, crit damage chest piece. It's also on Sierra. So there we go. We just swapped. She didn't change too much, but enough to make her stronger. Especially with the Avarice set going on, so we do get that 50% bonus damage now. So let's have a look at the stats now. She's at 3.7k attack, 176 speed, 104 crit rate, and 259 crit damage. Now, we need to make sure she doesn't kill the little minions, because we need Zatlux to kill them, so he gets the attack up. So even if she kills one, but doesn't kill the other, that is fine. So, moment of truth. will be here. When she takes a turn, will she be too strong to kill the little minions, or is she not strong enough? There, she's the big damage. Yeah, she didn't kill them, and she applied a defense down. Zalak should come along and kill them. Perfect. Nice. So he didn't kill the elite. Oh, the poison did though. That's fine. That is okay. We can get all the focus on the one elite now. May get enough damage here going. Good damage, yeah. Now, will Zalux be strong enough to finish this guy off for us? Yes, he was. Perfect. That's what we want. Now, she won't obviously do it again, so this is going to be a little bit difficult on the stage 2. But you should be okay, because there's only one there. Now, she's going to get a proper AoE, so we damaged them enough, maybe for Zalux to attack. She did put a defense break on some of them. Nice, nice, perfect. That's great. He's going to attack. The poison should kill it. Perfect. Now we're on to the queen. That is ideally, this is how you want to kind of run it for 13. I unfortunately was unable to proceed the type of play that I wanted to. So we're doing this on Hell Stage 2. But this gives you an idea. Now obviously if you don't have Gangelo, you can substitute Hakron, Jonathan, Varluk, anyone else that may do poisons. Now you may need to bring a healer in even, and then focus on the right minion. So you could either substitute Gangelo there with Blackhorn, a healer, Rodria, Methesia, anyone, even Yolanda. If you have her, you could obviously do the easier team, which is just Zatlux and Yolanda. But this is just a little example of a team, so it doesn't have to be exactly that. I do hope this helps you guys push into the health stages, as I get asked quite often, how do I do it? What's your thought process, and how do you find out exactly what to do to process into the health stages? And this is exactly my thought process, and hopefully this has helped you guys. And yeah, we should win this. I don't see why we wouldn't. The poisons are ticking. You know, Gangelo and Sanders will get another go, and then the queen will go, and then she's gone. We go. They're quite healthy. Even if Sanders dies, Gangelo is generally the last one alive anyway, and you should win. Anyway, that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.